Did my father essay me, or am I overreacting? Trigger warning, descriptive graphic essay and manipulation. Hi, sorry if this post is all over the place. I am unsure on how to organize my thoughts, but I hope you guys could help shed some light whether my dad acted strangely with me or not. I am in my early 20s, female, and currently am attending uni. I'll start off with a few examples. My dad would often try to come into my room when I was changing, usually after a shower. He would do it a lot when I was in middle school, 4th to 8th grade, and he never had an actual reason to do so. Obviously I felt embarrassed and disgusted whenever this happened, and the few times I spoke up about it, he would gaslight me into thinking I was the weird one for thinking his behavior was strange. He would say things like, "This isn't anything I haven't seen before, why are you so embarrassed to be undressed around me? You are growing up to be a beautiful woman, or do you hate your father so much that he can't see you in your natural state?" Stuff like that. This happened so much that I developed the habit of changing behind the door so he wouldn't see me. Secondly, I remember one instance where I was lying down on my bed. I'm pretty sure I was complaining that I had a rash on my bottom area. My father offered to help, but for some reason, this situation ended up with him putting his finger up my rear. I remember it was very quiet and strange and I kept on making uncomfortable remarks. I don't really remember much but was definitely in 6th or 7th grade. He kept on putting it in and out and that specific detail is burnt in my mind. I also remember one time where we were visiting a friend's house and there weren't any seats left for any guests. I was around 13 or 14 and my father told me to sit on his lap. I didn't want to and was very apprehensive about it, but he kept on telling me to. He has a short temper, so I did. I remember he had a stiffy and he had his hands on my hips and firmly kept me from getting up. I was extremely grossed out and it gives me the chills just thinking about it. There were also a couple times where he would follow me around the house with no clothes on, and I would be crying and telling him to go away and to leave me alone, but again he would make remarks alluding to the fact that I was the perverted one. He would often make statements like, "I remember how soft and supple your skin was, you had so much nice fat on your body, I touched you once I can do it again, stop being so shy." Another example was when I was 6 and my dad took off my leggings. I forgot to wear underwear that day, so when he saw my privates he smiled and said, "You are so naughty." Writing this out loud is very surreal for me, because even right now I can't believe the things he said were so effing weird. My dad would also find excuses to pick fights with me and lay hands on me. It got to the point where every time I heard the garage door open, I would get extreme anxiety because I knew he would come to my room and start shite. He was also extremely emotionally and verbally abusive to my mother. My mother also knew he would say strange things to me. She always turned a blind eye. Sometimes I feel like my mom encouraged him to target me so that it would take some of the abuse off of her chest. I can see how my father abused his position of power to make me feel like shite again and again. I want to know whether his actions simply came out of the urge to control, or if he truly knew what he was doing and persisted anyways. Thank you so much everyone.